up, everyone? Movie Hustle here, and today we're going to be looking at From Russia With Love, the second Bond film. So I'm reviewing all the Bond films, if you don't know, and this is the second one. Let's get right into it. So From Russia With Love is like a better sequel. It kind of reminds me of Empire Strikes Back. They had more money. They could do more things with the story and the characters that just wasn't achievable with Dr. No. And I think that is one of the many reasons why this one is better than Dr. No, and one of the best, because From Russia With Love truly is one of the best, not even James Bond movies, but best spy movies ever. And let's get into it. So this movie really does start with a brilliant opening scene. And when I say brilliant, I mean fantastic. If I was going to this movie, like, in theaters in 1963, never seeing a James Bond movie, going to this film, I would be absolutely just taken by this film. So great, so masterful, and so suspenseful. Yeah, it's just fantastic. I also love how Blofeld is introduced in this film, because this is really the first, like, thing we see of Blofeld, if that makes any sense. With, like, the boat, and the boat's rocking, and he's talking about how the fish, like, kill each other, and it's kind of beautiful, actually. And yeah, it's probably, and I know they introduced Blofeld like 3 times in the James Bond series. One with this Blofeld, one with Donald Pleasance, and one with Christoph Waltz. But I think this might be the best, actually, because it was just so well done, so suspenseful, and all the performances too. Like Rosa Klebb was just sweating out. It's perfect. So Sean Connery returns to this film, and he gives a fantastic performance. Really does. This performance, I think, is in many ways better than the Dr. No performance, but it's still, like, fantastic. He's so cool, so suave, so badass. He still has the sexual harassment, and it was all done so well. So also, the villains here are also, like, a standout of the series. Rosa Klebb has always been a, like, good villain, but the best villain in this movie is Red Grant. This guy is a bad ass, and he's played by the one and only Robert Shaw. If you don't know who Robert Shaw is, he played the boat captain in Jaws, so he already Jaws was before From Russia With Love, wasn't it? Well, whatever. But, no, he's fantastic, and his confrontation with Bond is just so suspenseful. This really is actually a suspense-oriented film, and I think that's one of my favorite things about it, because there are a lot of suspenseful scenes that are just so well done, so fantastic. And it's only something you can appreciate when you're older, because I've gone into film a lot, and just watching this film and how actually well made it is was just fantastic. All the action scenes are cool, even though if there is a lack of action, which is probably a little problem. There's a not so good pacing in this film, but it's still fine. I was never ever bored while watching this film, but there is a lack of action scenes. But I think the action scenes are, like, switched with some suspense and really cool espionage-y feeling scenes involving James Bond's ally. I don't forget his name, but he's so great. He really does add something to this film. The Bond girl's fine. She's not one of my favorite Bond girls. She doesn't really do much, and I don't really know why she was in the movie in the first place, but she's fine. She's not one of the worst, but she's not one of the best. Some of the most iconic scenes in this film come from the train. All the stuff on the train is just fantastic. Again, like the fight with Red Grant, it's just all great. I also love how much involvement Spectre has in this movie. It really is pretty awesome, because, like, this is the biggest look at Spectre we've had. They spend so much time with it, and I love it. All the suspenseful scenes with all the characters while they're talking to Blofeld, just so great. And it's a really simple plot. They're trying to avenge Dr. No by making a trap so James Bond can come in and Spectre will kill him. But you know what? It's so simple, so great, and I love the amount of time they spent on Spectre in this film. It's probably my favorite aspect of this film. They didn't really use the Russian atmosphere to their complete advantage like they do in some of the other Bond films, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think they use it fine, but yeah. I also think the gypsy fight was really unneeded and weird and kind of uncomfortable a little bit. Like, it's not a terrible scene, it doesn't ruin the film for me, but it still felt really unneeded. But, like, the gypsy fight after that, like, the battle between all the people was really well done. But the gypsy fight between the two girls felt a little uncomfortable, a little unneeded. It kind of slowed the movie down because it's not a relatively long film, but yeah, it just really could have been cut out entirely. You guys, From Russia With Love, I think it's fantastic. I'm going to keep this review short, but it's one of my favorite Bond films. It's fantastic. It's so well made, so brilliant. It's one of my favorites. So thank you so much for watching. This was really fun to do. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time on the Movie Puzzles.